Welcome everybody to Sydney, Australia, and we are about to get underway with one of the biggest events here at Sydney X Games. Look at that beautiful harbour that we have here, one of the most iconic harbours in the world. Here we are at Spotless Stadium at Sydney Olympic Park, and there is the absolute monster itself. Look how big the big air ramp is. Huge roll in right there. I'm Corbin Harris. Right next to me, I have Bucky Lasek. And
hello.
Down next to the quarter pipe, we have Mitch Tomlinson in the blazing sun. But we love the sun right now because it's been raining for a few days.
Yeah, it's been a rough one out there.
Bucky, what are we going to expect today with these guys?
Well, it looks like the weather's going to hold up. The wind has died down. The sun is out, and expect to see some incredible skateboarding.
Yeah, we are. We're going to see some incredible skateboarding, especially from this little Australian. This is Kiefer Wilson, the second youngest X Games competitor ever at 11 years old. Bucky, he has his own ramp on a bunch of acres down in Victoria in Melbourne.
Local boy.
Look at the size of him.
His board is bigger than he is.
Haven't you got kids that age?
I do. I have an 11-year-old.
Here we have Ronnie Gomez. Another one to look out for because he never breaks into that top three. 4 times he's had 4th place. This Brazilian is someone to look out for.
He is Mr. Bubble Boy when it comes to that podium. So I know he has the tricks. Hopefully he can make it. Hopefully we'll see a nice frontside ollie 3 from him.
Grabbing it mute there, 3 over the 50-foot channel. Doing it for the Brazilians. There's a lot of them out here over skateboarding as we are about to get into Skateboard Big Air. Kiefer Wilson, the little guy in #1 position. Xander Newell in 2nd. Asher Bradshaw. All these guys are so young. It's unbelievable. Yeah, we have a couple of older ones also. Tas Pappas coming back. Ronnie Gomez rounding it out. #8 right there.
Yeah,
also,
Beaver Fleming, Mr. Nitro Circus.
Yeah,
he's got some tricks.
He always puts on a show for everyone, doesn't he, Bucky?
He's Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky, and he's always got a smile on his face.
Yeah, I can't wait to get underway with this. The first person that we have up will be Kiefer Wilson, doing it for Device Skateboards. He's a regular footer. As I said, he is only 11 years old. Look at the little picture of him in the top screen.
His hat's even too big for him.
Look how cute he is.
He is.
He's getting a fist pump. He's got the thumbs up. This is the first rider in Big Air. Bucky, take it away.
Oh, he's going to go big here with a big backside ollie 3. No grabbing the board there. In 2, what's he got? He goes with a big old method. I wonder what the height of that one is. He looked like he was up in the 15, maybe 10, 15.
Look at the crowd, absolutely going wild for him. Hometown hero here. Let's check out the replay. There he rolls in.
Let's see how this board sticks to his feet, almost like he has Velcro on it.
Oh, suction capped all the way around.
You use the wind actually to help carry the board around on your feet. And there we go. That's well overhead his head. That's like quadruple over his head.
That's the way that you want to start things, right? You want to get a couple under your belt.
You do.
And
he did a great job. I wonder how many times he's competed.
Well, he actually
it hasn't been much.
This is the first ever X Games that he's been to. So this is, I mean, he's got to be. What was it like for you when you were younger?
I didn't start for another year.
But going up against the guys out there, what was it like for you?
It's pretty intense, you know, because you're going against your heroes. All these guys I'm sure he's looked up to probably 90% of it.
Let's get into the comp format, Bucky. We have 10 athletes in the Skateboard Big Air Qualifier, 4 runs each. Best run counts. Top 4 advance to the final, and 4 pre-qualified athletes already. Those athletes are Elliot Sloan, Trey Wood, Clay Craner, and Australia's own Jake Brown, who you've skated with.
Here we have Xander, local guy from Encinitas, California, with a backside 3. Lands it good and solid, gets a nice pump there. Clean backside 5.
Grabbing it melon on that one. That was nice.
Yeah, first run. I saw him in practice, very dialed, looking comfortable.
Let's check out the replay on that one, Bucky.
Here he goes, backside grab. See him grab right there behind the foot. Nice secure grab, solid landing. Eyes on the prize right there. Boom, stuck, solid.
Now, Bucky, he is also a X Games rookie here at Sydney for 2018, and the second youngest in the big air field after, obviously, the first guy, Kiefer Wilson.
Look at him. He is so stoked to be here.
He is pumped. I mean, you're out there with your peers. He's got to be stoked to be out there in the mix.
The adrenaline is pumping.
There
right
it is,
now
the score, 56.66, pushes him into first place over Kiefer, but we have 8 other athletes to go, and this guy right here is someone to look out for.
Asher Bradshaw.
14 years young, coming out of Los Angeles, X Games rookie also, but he's been skating big air for quite a while.
Little powerhouse. This guy has 9s on lock. I want to see what he's going to do his first run, though. I think he's going to probably not try a 9. He's probably going to...
Well, I spoke to him
do
earlier,
this right here.
and he wanted to do a backside 3 no grab.
There
exactly what he said, into 540. He
Big old backside 5.
That's solid.
It is solid.
That's what you want.
It was the best of what I saw from Kiefer and the best of what I saw from Xander. So I think he's probably looking pretty good right now.
There's the replay. Look at it. Suctioned completely to his feet right there. And there he goes with the spin, with the backside grab, landing so solid. And that's one thing you want to do. You want to land up in the transition so you can roll out and you don't have too much impact on those knees.
You don't want to land too high. A couple of the guys have clipped the coping with their heels, and their heels are looking a little black and blue this morning.
There is the score, 59.33, pushes him into the #1 position. A few points ahead of Newell, and then rounding out top 3 that have gone so far. Marcelo Bastos, the Brazilian, about to drop in. I spoke to him earlier today. I said, hey, Marcelo, what's your plan here? He goes, Corbin, I've got no idea. I'm just going to drop in and see how it goes.
Survival mode.
I think he's just happy to be here.
He's got a good Ollie 3 as well. There it is. Oh,
wow.
Big one.
A lot longer than the other kids.
Yeah, he was Indy 5. Man, you see how he had to suck up his feet to kind of not land on the coping there?
He kind of came around a little flat on that. Let's check out the replay on that. Bucky, talk us through this.
Little stuck upside down there. See how he stopped his rotation there and had to like flail around? And see how he laid kind of into the vert there to kind of not sacrifice and hit his heels like some of the guys have done.
Yeah, and when that happens, it's not good at all.
I mean, you don't want anything to bother you when you're skating this thing, and it hurts. If you're sliding, just falling and put your foot down, you sprain your ankle because you're going about 35 miles an hour.
Bucky, we're getting into Toby, one of the younger competitors also, regular footer dropping in. Everyone's going for this backside 3. That's
off the big gap. He's going off the big gap. He's going bigger. Look at that body varial backside 5.
What's going through his mind right now?
Super stoked. Made his first run, and he made it clean, and I believe it was off the, 65-footer?
There it is. Look at it, holding on to that, using the wind against his board so it stays against his feet.
Yeah, it's
a lot longer also on that.
Yeah, he went off the big roll-in, so he's the first one to go off the big roll-in. And look at the height it took him. That was easy 18-foot.
The highest we've seen so far as the scores get tallied in. With our head judge, Lincoln Ueda, another Brazilian, one of the best Brazilian vert skateboarders ever.
Yeah, he's wonderful to watch. He goes big. You've probably seen him if you've seen someone skateboarding and blasting I don't know, twice as high as everyone else. His bails are even nice to watch.
All right, there we have the thumbs up. Evan Doherty, 15 again. Such a young field here.
Skating for Birdhouse, Tony Hawk's company.
Dropping in switch.
Yeah, he switched down the smaller jump though. But technical tricks, switch backside with 80.
Lucky for these guys, they have 4 runs because to drop in on that, it's not easy to get you.
Here he blindside, you do not see. See him look, turn his head to see the landing, and he was a little high on the landing, so he kind of threw that one away.
Bucky, let's talk about the setups that these guys have.
Yeah, you see
how
that?
different is it compared to like a normal vert setup that you'd skate?
The wheelbase. See the space between the wheels there, how long it is?
Yes.
That's probably the biggest difference. A very long wheelbase. Actually, the biggest difference is the trucks. The trucks are 215s. The majority of these guys are
a lot
running
wider.
A lot wider. The same with the board. They don't generally go too much bigger, but the trucks are definitely wider and cranked as tight as they go.
Justin Rivera rolling in right now. Switch also trying to grab there.
Got away from him.
But you could see him up the top as well. The other factor that comes into this, so we'll check out the replay right here.
So here it kind of rolls off his, he kind of off axis there a little bit too much.
The other thing that comes into play right now also, Bucky, and you can explain it to the viewers, is that the wind comes into play so much.
It can work to your benefit if it's, you know, not too strong, but it really affects your consistency, which really not only is dangerous, but it'll mess with your head.
Now, you guys want to talk about exciting? This guy brings the heat every single time he skates.
There he goes. Look at Beaver. Beaver Fleming.
He's one of the most positive skateboarders I have ever been introduced to, and I love it. This is Beaver Fleming out of Knoxville. Regular stairs.
This front side, like a front side Christ Air 360.
Check out the replay on that one.
Beaver's got names for these. I should probably find out some of the names. I think he's got a name for that one.
Beaver Fleming.
Lost my bags at the airport, but we're out here.
He said he's
borrowed equipment.
He said he just left. His bags are at the airport still, fully borrowed equipment as we wait for the score to come in. Do you think it bothered him at all? No, he's still got a smile on his face. But right now, we are going to go to our third member of our team, Mitch Tomlinson. What have you got going on down there?
Yeah, now, gentlemen, you speak of Beaver in with the wrong equipment. So basically, not the wrong equipment, it's definitely working, but I saw a few stickers on his board that I haven't seen before, and I was like, that's Clay Coroner's board. And I spoke to Beaver, his luggage did not turn up, so he's got Clay's shoes on, Clay's setup. Not a bad little feat for him to start things off at the X Games.
Unbelievable, Mitchie. He's doing all right so far, and he's got 3 more runs to go. But right now, we're going to get into a veteran of skateboarding. Vert skateboarding in particular, as he waits for the wind to die down. This is Tars Pappas.
Tars Pappas. He has come out with some of the best video parts on invert skateboarding. And he took a couple of the heaviest slams I've seen in the past 3 days. So he hasn't even practiced. He's really sore. He's got a busted ankle and a sore back as well.
A little bit more intel. He was actually practicing, Bucky. He flew off the 50-foot kicker while there was no airbag there and ended up
He was
fracturing
going
his
actually
wrist.
on the big jump. He was going down switch.
Oh, excuse me.
Got the wobbles and boarded the jump last second and basically jumped into the back of the landing, which has a airbag, but it actually bounced him off onto the deck, which is like 18 feet below. So he got jacked up.
Unbelievable.
Here we have Ronnie Gomez. Let's see what the man has.
This is our last skateboarder in the first run. 3 to go.
Going in switch. That's opposite stance of what he's used to. Switch backs out 180 with a little sketch. Into a tail grab. 540. Landing on the sticker. Yeah, Ronnie, it's okay. Put your hands up. You deserve it.
He does deserve it, and that's what you want to do. Come out of the gate swinging. Let's check out the replay on that one.
Look at that switch backside 180. Trying to fix his feet right here, but fixing them at the wrong time is very painful.
His back foot kind of came down to the heel. There it is, spinning, grabbing that on the tail for a 540.
Look at how much
really
room
high.
he had to grab that. Like, he grabbed it, he has like 2 inches to grab there, and he just so solid, stuck to the feet. That's the hardest grab, one of the hardest grab 540s, because it doesn't really stick to your feet well.
Yeah, there he is. Huge smile on the Brazilian's face. Unbelievable. He is stoked. Out here we have sunshine, no more rain. It is all happening here.
He's
Sitting
stoked.
tight, waiting for the score to come through. There is the replay of Ronnie Gomez. Don't go anywhere. We've got more big air coming right up. Welcome back, everybody, to Sydney, Australia. And after 20 years, we have the X Games finally here. On screen, we have Poppy Olsen.
Yeah.
She is a bronze
Kreiner?
medal contender. Clay Crainer's in there. You'll
Yeah,
see him.
All-Star. Is this the All-Star section? I see everyone in there.
It's Corbin Harris here with Bucky Lasek, and we have Mitch Tomlinson down next to the Big Air as we roll into run number 2.
Little big man.
The little big man himself, Kiefer Wilson. There he goes. He's got the thumbs up, Bucky.
All right, let's see what little guy has here.
That cheeky little smile with the thumbs up. Here he rolls in. He's been learning and skating with Tas Pappas down on his own farm in Victoria as he rolls in right now for his second run.
Here he goes. Ollie 3.
Perfect landing.
Oh, he's spinning on this one. Japan 5. Japan
Wow.
McTwist. He tucked that one in. It looked like it was a little hangy, so he jumped off of it. He saw that he was going to land a little too close to the coping, and he decided that he was going to go with the next one.
It's the replay on that. Now, perfectly executed the backside 360 on this one.
Yeah, see how he just corks his body into the wind, puts the board into the wind, and then just stands up on it. And here he just eyeballing it for the 5. Good grab. Japan tuck, tweak.
Didn't
and
come
just
out enough.
Comes a little too short.
Score on that was a 24. Currently in 5th position. He'll take his first run on that one. Xander Newell, 14 years old, out of Encinitas. Second youngest skater in the Big Air field.
Xander skates at Elliott Sloan's house a lot. Here we go, backside 3. Bigger backside 5 than last time.
And
so.
landing it, no problems whatsoever.
But still, he's going over the smaller 50. So the judges, I know, aren't going to give him a really, really high score because they're going unless he goes technical over the 50. Here's a replay of it.
Pumping into
3,
that.
big old snap, backside 5.
How will the judges judge that?
Well, they're definitely probably, I would say that, I think he got a little higher, but,
Yep.
you know, who knows? Who knows? I mean, it was kind of the same run, so, but he did do it a little better.
Little Asher Bradshaw. He's an all-round skateboarder, skating
He's a little powerhouse.
vert, big air, park, pool, absolutely everything. Street. Best known for his 900s.
I think we'll see one. 360 got away from him right away off the kicker.
Maybe the wind's playing into it a little bit on that one, trying to grab his board and flick it away from him. He will take
We'll see what happens here. Yeah, it immediately gets away from him.
Yeah, he'll take his first score on that, and that will just get thrown away completely.
So that's 2 runs down for Asher. So is he going to change? Well, hopefully he makes Ollie 3. Is he going to change the game plan moving forward? I think so.
I think he's going to have to, right? And you think he's
sees
going
the
to go into a
scores.
900?
You need to get in the 80s, I feel.
Speaking of someone who has no game plan whatsoever.
Winging it with an Ollie 3, perfect. Oh,
A little top heavy on that.
see. Yeah, he tried to adjust his feet in a bad spot, basically.
There's the replay on that. Comes around, looking good at this point.
A little shift at the back foot there, so he's trying to fix it. And
He was a little bit on his tippy toes on that one and trying to get back into the middle of the board on his tail.
with the trucks being so tight, you really can't turn out of something like that.
Out of Carlsbad, California. You must skate with this kid a lot.
Yeah, he actually skates with some of the younger guys a lot. And he skates Mega a lot at Bob's house.
Oh,
Looks like he's going for a kickflip 3. Not sure what grab. It looked like it was either indie or tail grab.
replay on that one.
Let's see, he's going with the backhand.
Heel flip.
Oh, was it heel flip?
Yeah, heel
it
flip.
was. You don't see that one that much. That's why I instantly went to kickflip.
Yeah.
Good eye there, Corbin.
Yeah. Don't pay me the big bucks for no reason there,
That's
Bucky.
right.
Waiting on the score on that one. Toby Koala on Instagram, his name is. Evan Doherty. Been traveling with this guy a lot. Bucky and I both have been doing Tony Hawk demos. He absolutely kills those as he
Goes in switch from the 50. Switch backside 180.
Oh, there he goes.
Beautiful, Evan. Backside, mute 5, that was pretty dang high.
Yep. Reckon they'll count that 360 flip at the top. Here's the replay on that one, Bucky.
Switch backside 180, picture perfect. And you can see him just eyeball it all right here.
Yep.
He was sticking this no matter what.
We've-
Good grab.
I think we've seen this Evan do 25 McTwist back-to-back doing vert demos before. He can definitely do them no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, but we're talking about mega ramp here, and we're talking about going 35 miles an hour into something the size of a freaking stadium. Look at it.
So you're saying it's
makes
a little
the stadium
different.
look small. It's a little different.
Waiting on the score on that one. Anxious. 64 best run moves him into 3rd position. So, hey, it's got to be good to get one underneath your belt like that, right? Now he can start to play with it a little more.
Yeah, now I can step it up. Here we have Justin Riviera. He is going off the big roll in, but once again, board got away from him with the switch backside 180.
Kind of caught up there, a little like pretzel-like on that, trying to get around, but can't seem to get around on that one, Bucky.
Yeah, he got stuck there. But when you go off that big roll in and you hit that kicker, the sweet spot is so small because you're going so fast and you hit the kicker so fast that you're already past it before you can adjust anything, or it's like, so you get what you get immediately when you go off of it. So you got to get it right.
You have to. Coming up next, he's got the okay. It's Beaver Fleming, X Games rookie here in Sydney for 2018. He has actually come second before in Nitro Circus behind Elliott Sloan, so he's definitely in the mix.
I think we're going to see a tomahawk backflip here. Oh, another. I don't even know what Beaver calls that trick. Nice backside 5.
And he's pumped up on that one.
And Beaver just got here. Like, literally, I think he's taken 3 runs. And 2 of them you've seen. And he's on borrowed equipment. That's Clay Kreiner's equipment.
And it was only March this year where he tore his ACL in his right knee. And he's back skating here in Sydney and doing it bigger than ever. He's going to be really happy with that for
look
with
at
that
the
second
power.
run.
Look at the power. And he's just coming off of an injury. And he's skating mega ramp with no practice in someone else's equipment.
Man.
Look, with a smile.
He's always got a smile. I've seen him here before for the Bondi Bolorama contest down in Sydney. Beautiful Bondi Beach. And here he is, X Games rookie back. He's got to be stoked to be in the X Games family now.
Patiently waiting for the scores. So how many people are they taking into this final here, Corbin?
We're taking 4 into the final.
So
Against
it looks
the other
like
4 right here, we've got Elliott Sloan, Trey Wood, Clay Craner, Jake Brown, already pre-qualified.
looks like right now to get in, you want a high 60. High 60 or above. You're
43 years young. You've skated against this guy in vert contest before. What's it like? What's the energy like skating against Tuss Pappas?
Man, there are so many crazy stories with Tuss and his training. Like, I mean, there's times when this guy was training so hard that he actually tried to skate with a backpack full of rocks. So here he is off the big roll-in. So he is hucking, going fast right now. Big backside 3. He's going humongous right here. Biggest backside 5 we've seen yet. And remind you, he has taken 2 of the biggest slams in the last 3 days.
So he is just sucking it up and just trying to get the job done here and make it to the final.
He's straight off adrenaline right now. He's running purely off of adrenaline.
I mean, here's a replay on that. Melon, 540, as big as we've seen, couldn't quite roll away on that one.
Little far out.
Now, Bucky, what do you think the story was behind having the rocks in the backpack trying to skate?
He was gonna skate. He was just gonna skate with.
The only sponsor I got, who's my boss. Thank you, Wayne, and thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, Tuss.
He's saying thanks to his only sponsor that he's got.
Jesus.
And Jesus. And we roll into the Brazilian, 26 years old. Talk about a guy that can skate absolutely everything. Ronnie Gomes.
Absolutely kills it on vert, big air, park. I mean, follow the guy on Instagram. It's amazing. Here he goes, switch down the big roller.
Best run, 81.66.
Switch back 780, a little bit in the back seat.
He's currently in that #1 position. That rounds out our 2 runs out of 4 at X Games Sydney. Ronnie will still keep that #1 position. And look how far ahead he is right now. What is Ryan going to have to do in Doherty to try and break that #1 spot?
Grow a mustache.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it by the next run.
All right, we're going to go to the 3rd member of our team, Mitch Tomlinson. Who are you with down there?
I'm with the legend of Australian skateboarding. Now, Tash, you have a shout out to do today. It's a request.
Yep.
This is your time to do it right now, to the camera, to the world.
Kaya and Aiden, Daddy never stopped loving you. Life was hard. I was hard to live with. I understand what your mum went through, but I really just want to be friends with your mum, and I just want you back in my life, and your little brother Billy is dying to meet you. I cry all the time. I'm still trying my hardest. It's killing me trying to do this to get back to you, but I'll do anything to try to get back to you. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a legend of Australian skateboarding, a legend of skateboarding. We're going to go to a break and be back with plenty more action.
Unbelievable. Don't go anywhere. We've got more Big Air coming right up at Spotless Stadium.
The X Games returns to Buttermilk Mountain with the world's best action sports festival and live musical performances January 24th through the 27th. Get your tickets now at xgames.com/tickets.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spotless Stadium. It's Corbin Harris, Bucky Lasek, right next to me, and Mitch Tomlinson. These are the standings as we are halfway through Skateboard Big Air Qualifier. Ronnie Gomez up the top, Toby Ryan in second, Evan Doherty, and then Asher Bradshaw. We are about to get into the third runs right now as we go back to the top of the list with Kiefer Wilson.
Let's go, Kiefer.
I wish I had a bit of land that he had to be able to build a big air ramp like they have down there in Melbourne. Imagine that if you had that at 11 years old, Bucky.
I would probably not be alive right now.
You think it would have been too gnarly?
Yeah, I think you definitely have to be able to bounce.
Yeah.
And I don't bounce too well anymore.
Yeah, well, that's anymore. You were young and agile and fit then.
Yeah, I had my day. No mega for me.
No mega for Bucky
We'll leave
Lasek.
it for these 11-year-olds. Here we go.
Currently in seventh position.
Oh, way too corked on that backside ollie 3, but he pumped into it. You saw it. Yeah, Kiefer.
I mean, as we check
Look at
out
him pump. Look at him pump. He's hucking.
what's going on right there. The back
little too far. You know what? Actually, that's looking like an ollie 5. Like he could
spin it
a
around.
little bit more and
Another half.
land fakey.
Look at him waving to all the fans out there that love him already, 11 years old. As we move through to the third run of Xander Newell. Encinitas local.
Xander skates mini mega a lot and jumps off of a backside ollie 3. I think earlier he was grabbing that, wasn't he?
Now, Bucky, as we go into the replay of this one, a lot of the guys are trying backside 3. Do you think, because a lot of these guys are trying it, would it be worth trying something else just for the judges to spice things up?
You think any kind of grab is going to be scored less, unless it's a flip grab. So, yeah, if you're going to do something and it's got to be something, you want to make it, so the hardest makeable trick is obviously the ollie 3.
Right.
So, here we have Asher. Backside ollie 3 off the big gap.
Perfect landing.
Kind of had to pick a spot there, but look at...
Going for the 900 on that one, but he buckled at the bottom coming out of that backside 3. What happened there?
He tried to move over to his right to better position his 9 attempt
Watch
here. So
this.
look, he tries to
Watch his
move over here. Look, see how he's angled to that edge?
Yes.
But man, he almost paid the price big time trying to get there.
Oh, and so close to the coping on that too. It's a wonder why he didn't throw that away earlier.
But I think he wanted to feel it under his feet and try to, even though he probably knew he was going to bail that, he wanted to get a solid grab and a good spin, so it sets him up for his last and final attempt.
There you go. 31 years old, Sao Paulo, the Brazilian, 2 times medalist.
Marcelo doesn't skate mega that much.
No, he's a perfect skater.
Yeah.
Oh.
Overamped on that one.
Higher on that one, right?
Yeah, he definitely was a good 4 foot higher than normal, which if you watch the
Watch it
landing,
right here.
Watch how
Yeah,
low
he
he would have
plugs
landed
on
down.
that one.
Way down there.
Which might have been a hindrance too going into the quarter pipe because you might have lost all your speed.
I don't think you have to worry too much about that. you're all in. I think you could drag a foot or two. And
I've only done it at the Woodward one, and that was scary enough for me. I'll be out of that, thanks. I'm on your program, Bucky. I'll just follow you. Have a couple of lines on Vert.
Here we have Toby Ryan, 15, dropping from the big roll in.
Not too many people dropping in from up on the big roll in.
Oh yeah.
Here he goes. Best run, 74 in second place. What else has he got?
Oh.
Going for the heel flip 360.
Off the big kicker, which like I said before, the sweet spot to kick that is so short and fast. Oh, I can't explain how hard it is.
Toby Ryan is going to have to throw that one away. But it's still looking good for the little guy to make it through to the final, to go against these huge names: Jake Brown, Clay Craner, Trey Wood, and Elliott Sloan. I mean, between those guys, they definitely have some medals.
Evan gone off the big roll-in now.
Backside three, kicking it away.
Landing way down there. So I believe this was one of the first times he's been going down. Like, he hasn't gone down the big roll-in much, so he saved it till now.
He was a little too horizontal on that, you think, and should have sucked it up and used the wind against him.
Yeah, he actually, it looked like he kind of spun it a little too fast, and he was already ready to land it, and he was only halfway there still.
Yeah. How do you not wear elbow pads out there on that thing?
Man, I'd wear like forearm pads and neck brace and wrist guards and garden gloves. I'd be Kevin Staub out there. I would look like Kevin Staub.
Shout out to Kevin Staub. Rolling in switch.
There it is. He's got this one.
He's finally got it. What
Come
have we
on,
got?
Justin, hang on to this big old backside 5.
Oh!
That was so big.
He has got one more shot after this, but at least he made that one, so it's going to feel a little better going into it. Let's check out the replay.
Definitely he's going to have some confidence going into his last run.
Tweaks it out on that. I love that. Brings it around.
Stomp.
Smooth.
Gathers himself and just boosts the biggest backside 5 that we've seen so far.
He didn't plug enough on that one. Coming around, look at that right at the end there.
Little hangy, little hangy.
Just
and
didn't want to risk it.
Justin is the one person who has hung up once already. He clipped and bruised his heel, and he has hit his elbow. So he is pretty tore up right now.
Third run, 24 years young. He's got the backflip, the signature flip that we haven't seen yet.
I guarantee we're going to see it right here.
Is this going to be it? Here
I
he
think
goes,
so.
Beaver Fleming rolling in for his third run.
Oh, Indy 7.
Oh! He knows he's got it.
So hyped.
He always is so hyped. What happened right at the end here, Bucky?
Well, I believe this was probably his first attempt here in Sydney, and he almost made it.
And it's not his
First
board.
try.
It's not his pads. He's, I think he's doing quite well considering. Beaver, absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. Right now, we have the third member of our team, Mitchie. Who have you got down there?
Mate, I'm by myself still at the bottom of the ramp, but I'm having a great time. But I was just talking to Justin, and Bucky, you said he grazed his back and hit his elbow before. After that, he just lifted his shirt up. He was showing me his back. It's basically skinless right now.
Yeah.
He went so huge.
Yeah, he was holding on. I mean, he wants to make this. He wants to make that run, and if he makes that run, he is looking sweet to get in there.
Right. Yeah, well, that was Mitch Tomlinson down next to the big air ramp. When you're down there, it is bigger than ever, isn't it?
The ramp? Or,
Yeah.
or this event? Because
ramp
this
in
event is
general.
pretty big as well.
The ramp in general down there, I mean, the crowd must love it down there. Being next to that thing, we have never, ever seen the big air ramp here in Australia. Not like this.
It's visually amazing.
There's Ronnie Gomes up the top, just been informed that maybe Task might not go in. Yeah, we're going to skip Task Pappas and we're going to go to the Brazilian Ronnie Gomes. As
Ronnie Gomez is at the top. Big roll in. It looks like he's dropping in switch, which is his opposite stance. And look what, oh, just doing that right
Whoa.
there is cool.
Your heart in your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Switch back to 180.
big alley. Oh, tail grab one. Oh, man, tail grab 1'5".
How difficult would that be on that size quarter pipe?
I wouldn't want to take my feet off. That's for sure. So he's taking his foot off, and he's grabbing tail. So that's two of the hardest things to do. Oh, he flipped his front foot there.
And he still ended up getting all the way around.
Ronnie, I have seen Ronnie make stuff that normal people should not make.
Ronnie is still going to hold that #1 position right now. The little guy's after him. Don't go anywhere. We have the last run coming right up.
Only sponsor I got, who's my boss. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you,
Welcome back to X Games Sydney. For the first time ever, we are here. We've been wanted for 20 years now, and we've finally got it. Look at that beautiful harbour. There is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And the beautiful Australian flag flying as the wind picks up here for our 4th and final run in the Big Air Skateboard Qualifier.
That's a beautiful view.
Isn't it? There we have Ronnie Gomes, 81.66 in the #1 position. We are taking the top 4. That is Asher Bradshaw on that bubble zone right now. What's it going to take for Xander, Beaver, Justin, for these guys to make it into that top 4, Bucky?
You're going to see a lot of swapping right now. So these guys are looking at what they've tried, and they're going to kind of dial. They're either going to try to dial in what they've already tried, if it's going to kind of match up against some of these top 4 guys. Otherwise, all it takes is one person to set the mark, and then everyone's got to step it up. So I'm hoping for that.
Well, that's what happens when it is the last runs. They bring out the money moves on this. We are about to get into the 4th and final run. It's with the little guy, Kiefer Wilson, out of Victoria. Bucky.
Go big or go home. Ollie 3 over the gap. Come on, Kiefer.
What's he got?
Big old
Yes!
Mute Japan 540 McTwist.
The crowd absolutely loves it.
Little man has got some big style.
It is nail-biting stuff here at Sydney X Games.
Yeah,
Look at the
Kiefer.
smile on his face.
So stoked.
He was running like he was running to the Christmas tree on Christmas morning to open his presents. Unbelievable. Hands above.
11 years old. And he just did a 15, 18-foot Japan McTwist.
You've got kids, Bucky. What would it be like seeing one of your kids out there?
I mean, obviously, he didn't just jump on a skateboard and spin his first Mute 5. He's been raised and bred as a true athlete that he is. So, I mean, anything's possible. So Yeah, if I think I had a mini ramp or something like that, I'd probably have like a little crazy mini ramp daughter, but she's into horses, so.
That's nice. You'll keep it like that, huh? Xander Neal up next.
Here we go, Xander. Go big or go home, buddy.
Oh, unfortunately, a little too horizontal on that one on the spin coming around.
But he tried, you know, he went big. He's trying to step it up. He's gone Ollie 3.
He's got to be stoked just to be in the mix here. He's a rookie at X Games Sydney.
He missed. He didn't really get the scoop off the little kicker there, and it just got away from him right away.
You see a smile on his face now. Now that he's done, he can kind of relax a little. The poor guy looked a little stressed out at the start.
It's a scary event. Mega is very scary. You're pushing yourself to your limits. I mean, granted, right now the guys want to stay on and get into the final, but some of them are really going to step it up. And I guarantee you, doing a 15-foot 900 is really not taking it easy.
Okay, here he is. He is on the bubble right now. If he wants to stay in that top 4 to move through the finals, Asher Bradshaw is going to need to bring it.
He needs to stay on this run, Asher. Come on.
Is he going for the 900?
Ollie 3, yeah, he is set up for the 9 right here.
Here he goes, and that is it, Bucky.
Oh, man, Asher, I'm so stoked for you.
Throws his board down. That is the loudest the crowd has been here at Sydney X Games.
The first 9 of the contest. The only 9 of the contest.
Wow.
Will we see another one?
Talk about...
I know we just saw a crazy one.
Talk about stepping it up and bringing the intensity.
Look at the concentration right there. He is concentrated on a 900. Here's the 540.
Yep, bringing it
There's
around.
the 540, and he tucks another 360 in, and look how he just lays it flat and just stomps the landing like it was a backside air.
I like how he still had his bag
he's holding
stickers on his board. So he can just put it back on the plane and get out of here, hopefully with that gold medal. If he keeps skating like that, he is on his way.
With a high 9 like that, I think you do have to check your board.
Well, what's going to happen here? Where is he going to move? Evan Doherty in third, Toby Ryan in second.
I definitely think he's in the mix. Second.
Well, there you go.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
He'll take it, he says. I'll take it. Doesn't matter. He's looking pretty secure right now to be in that top 4 to go through to the final with the big dogs themselves.
All right, Marcelo Bastos. He is going for broke right here, guaranteed. Putting it all on the line right here. He needed to get in there. He needed to make that run. Last run.
Yeah, unfortunately, not Marcelo's day today.
Lost it off the snap. Immediately did not have...
Well, as you said, Bucky, he's normally a vert skater. Doesn't venture into this big air realm much. As you see in the background there, Al Boglia, the one of the old street skateboarders of Australia with Brett Margaritas, used to ride for Think Skateboards, and Andrew Brophy.
Ryan DeCenzo was looking at Marcelo's board. Maybe he's going to give it a go. Here we go, Toby Ryan.
Oh,
he almost had the grab there.
It came around the heel flip. It seemed like he missed his hand on that one. Let's check out the replay.
He gets it. He gets it flipped.
Yep.
He gets it spun and just misses the grab a little bit.
Kind of just got away from it.
And he has so much time. Look, 2 attempts to grab that.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome. And pick the least sore spot to land on.
Waiting for his score. It is not going to matter at all on that one. He is in third place.
Evan dropping from the big roll in, going over the big gap. Loses it on Ollie 3. You got to go for it, though.
You have to go for it. Now, he is in that 4th position, the bubble position. Looking at this right now, Bucky Lasek, Who do you think can knock him off? Maybe Justin Riviera if he lands.
Justin got really close to his last attempt, so the confidence is there, and I wouldn't count out Beaver Fleming. Here we have Justin, and he is going through it in his head right now. He needs to make this run. He needs to make this run. Rolling in switch.
Here it is. Oh no, that is going to end his campaign here at X Games Sydney. Unfortunately, because he was one to look out for.
Yeah, he was. Unfortunately, is so true. He put his body on the line, and he still went for it. He did not just try to cruise it. Hats off to him.
And coming up, he's got a borrowed board, borrowed pads. This is his fourth and final run for Beaver Fleming. Are we going to see signature trick, or is he going to go for the 720? There he goes.
Everything he does is signature because he has his own flair. Come on, Beaver. Put it down, buddy.
Here he goes.
Indy 7.
Oh, trying to hold on to that one, Bucky.
Rebate.
His legs were going way too fast for his body. Let's check out the replay on that one. What went wrong here?
Like I said, this is his only second attempt ever here in Sydney on this 7, and he almost made it. So one more attempt and Beaver would have had it.
2 more skaters to go here in Skateboard Big Air Qualifier at X Games Sydney.
Tuss is going to take his last run.
So he skipped his 3rd run. He's going to take this one. I think he's going to put everything into this one. He's got a fractured wrist. He's got a lot of other little niggling injuries going on, but it doesn't stop Task Pappas.
Going off the big gap jump here, he's definitely going to get scored good on that, and we all know he has a humongous backside 5 that he didn't make last time. Backside 3.
He's got it.
Big backside.
Oh, unfortunately, kicking it away on the 540 melon, but one of the biggest we've seen. If he made that, could have been in contention for that top 4 through to the finals.
I think so. It could have been close.
Here's the replay on that one. Comes around, spots his landing.
Let's see if he's too far out. Yeah.
Yeah, plugged a little bit too much on that one, unfortunately. And that will end Task Pappas's X Games Big Air 2018.
Ronnie Gomez going to the finals.
Little trivia for you for Task Pappas. He was in Skateboard Vert and Skateboard High Air at the very first X Games. Unbelievable. He's been around for that long. Ronnie Gomes, this is our last skateboarder here, Bucky.
Doing it for the crowd here. Ronnie Gomez rolling and switch off the big jump.
Oh my God! Oh, he was currently...
I told you, he can make anything happen.
Currently in #1 position. That is where it's going to stay. He's going to be happy with that moving through the finals.
I'm so disappointed he didn't make that. Like, that was totally makeable in Gomez fashion.
Bucky, give us a recap on that. We have 4 guys that are pre-qualified, but it is going to be amazing. We have 4 guys: Ronnie Gomes, Asher, Toby, and Evan. Mitch Tomlinson, you are there with the winner going through to the final.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen. Ronnie, a stellar display of skateboarding. Now, we wanted that victory lap on the 3rd one, but it didn't happen. It's a taste of what we're going to see come the finals, right?
Yeah, I came up with a plan just to make finals, you know. It's always hard to skate prelimin, so I was kind of nervous. So stoked to make my run and save some tricks for tomorrow. Hope I make it.
And what do you personally expect come final time?
I'm happy to be here with my friends skating, having a good time in Australia. So I just hope to make my run. I have a trick that I really want to make on the quarter pipe tomorrow. So let's pray and skate tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow with plenty more action. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mitch, and a great interview there with Ronnie Gomes. these are the results for X Games Sydney Skateboard Big Air Qualifier. Ronnie Gomes in #1 position coming out of Brazil. Asher Bradshaw, Toby Ryan, and Evan Doherty. And they brought the heat on that. And those guys are going to meet up with four very hungry competitors. We've
Hungry
also
and
got
hairy is good.
yeah, they are hairy. They're a little older than that field that we just saw. So they're going to meet Jake Brown, Elliot Sloan, Clay Craner, and Trey Wood. What do you think about this list, Bucky?
You know, I'm going to enjoy 8 riders tomorrow to their fullest, and they're going to blow my mind.
What
No
are you
doubts
going to
about
think?
it.
They're going to bring the heat tomorrow or what?
There's no doubt about it. They're holding back. You just saw Ronnie say he was holding back for tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, Ronnie Gomez taking it out today. The other guys, Elliot Sloan and Clay Craner and Jake Brown, will meet them. Look at this. We had a wonderful qualification. It's Corbin Harris, Mitch Tomlinson, and Bucky Lasek. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.